Junkyard Junkie, back here with another video. In today's exciting video, I will be showing you how to add remote start to your 12th generation Ford F-150. So we'll go from the regular no push start button key to our upgraded push button start key. Now this will work on all your 12th generation Ford F-150s with the trim level XLT and above. If you have a regular XL, don't worry. If you need help with that, there is a way to do it. It's plug and play. I'll throw it up on screen now. If I get enough people saying they want that video, I will personally buy it and install it and show you how it's done. It's very easy. Or if anybody wants to learn how to do it and sends me one, I will also install it and show you how it's done that way too. But thankfully, with the XLTs and above, they actually come equipped with all the stuff you need. You just have to get the parts and hook it up, and it will work right then and there. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so coming into the passenger side here, we want to take off this little panel right here. So we'll just reach in here, pull it out just like that. You have your little tube right here, I'll show you, hold on. Okay, so coming in here from right here where the AC little tube is, if we look right there, that is the TPMS module where this connects to. And then right below it, you see that light gray square right there. That's what we need to plug into. Okay, so for about 50 bucks, 60 bucks, something like that, you can get this right here, which is the little antenna adapter, and you'll get this little one prong adapter as well. Now this wire is going to go from that box that I just showed you up to where we hooked this up at. Okay, so next thing you want to do is just come in here to your glove box, and on both sides you're just going to press inwards, and then you can just pull it right down. Okay, so coming into where we just dropped the glove box, if we look up here, there's the mount for our passenger side airbag. We're just going to zip tie it up there because there's no spot that it fits. See, from factory it had these little tabs right here, and I believe that it had its own little bracket, but the bracket isn't there, so zip ties will hold it up there just fine. Okay, so looking up there, I just went behind the bracket and then zip tied it up. Did the same thing on that side. So now we can proceed. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to turn it this way and plug it in. Okay, so coming in here, there we have it plugged up right next to that other connector. You'll hear it snap in once you push it all the way in. Now we just gotta run this wire over to our other little hookup. So one, you'll see a bunch of different tabs on here, but that's because it can go on multiple different Fords. They won't fit in those holes right there or any really other ones around here. There is one up near it that we can use, and I'll show you that now. Okay, so if you look up there, there's that little tab right there that I pushed one of the clips up into. I ran it right to there and plugged it in. Okay, so believe it or not, we're actually almost already completely done. Let's go ahead and close up this glove box. Just push those back in and it'll close right up. Don't forget to put this piece back in. And what we can do is, if you don't feel like it went in there good, you can always reach in through the glove box. But you want to make sure this lines back up. It'll snap right back in. Good to go. So as far as all the hooking up has to do, you're done with that part. So now there's only 3 steps left. One, we'll have to tell the computer that we want remote start enabled. I'll be showing you this with my Autel scanner, but just in case you don't have an expensive scanner that you can do this with, you can also get a 4Scan adapter that lets you plug in from your OBD port to your computer. This will allow you to talk to all your modules, and you can pick that up for about 20 bucks. Now, if you want a full video on how to do it that way, someone send me one, or if I get enough requests, I will buy it and I will unprogram it and then reprogram it with that. And there's also plenty of other videos out there showing you how to use 4Scan. So other than that, all we gotta do is cut and program the key. I'll cut my own key. If you want to see that, you can click the card right up in the top right hand corner. That'll show you the video where I'll show you just how I cut keys. and then I'll program the key with my Untitled to the truck. Now you can do this at your local locksmith. They'll usually charge you about 80 bucks. They're usually really reasonable. I wouldn't take it to your Ford dealership because they will charge you a good chunk of change just to do that, when your local locksmith will be just as good. Then once all that is done, we will have a vehicle with remote start, and I just can't wait. Okay, so I have my 2 new keys, and we'll take my old one. Okay, so we'll hit service. We'll do emo and keys, VIN, auto detect. Okay, this is with AF/FM with CD player. Go to hot functions, PATs. Okay, so this says it takes 10 minutes, and it usually will, so we will come back once it's done. We're done, we're in, hit OK. Now we're going to program additional key. Okay, now that we got back to the main screen, we can go to programming. So we'll go to programmable parameters, and then we will go to remote start. And then yes, I want to enable remote start. Okay, it has been enabled. So set ignition switch to off. Okay, so I went ahead and programmed the key fob. All you do is stick the key in, turn it off and on 8 times. You'll hear it cycle the locks. Then you'll just hit lock on all your key fobs, and they'll be programmed. So now we're going to see if the remote start works. Okay, so now to do this, we'll look and see we have no key in the ignition, and you have to hit lock, and then I have to hit this 3 times. And then it starts right up, and you can't actually move it into gear or anything like that until you take your key and stick it right in. And once you turn it on, then you can do whatever you want to do. So we're good to go on this. And that's it for this video. If you found this video helpful, please leave me a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.